Here we're going to tie a fly called the Renegade. We're just going to get our thread started here. Then we're going to tie in our silver and gold tinsel. And we're going to be using this tinsel for the gold. That will be the color that's exposed. We're just going to wrap this all the way down the shank of the hook. And we're going to wrap it slightly below the bend. And then we're going to take our thread forward. We're going to take that tinsel and wrap it so that the gold is showing. Got to be careful not to do too much. Just a small tag, that's all it is. Then you can capture that tinsel, tie it off. I'm just making a nice even body, so I wrapped it towards the eye. Then I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to take it back. I'm going to wrap back up over this tinsel just a hair. That way I can tie my hackle in. Give it a nice smooth base. Now I have two hackles. I have a brown hackle and a cream hackle. I've tried to measure them out so that they're both about the same size. We're going to tie in the brown here first. It goes on the back of the fly. Just going to tie that in right at the back. Trim out the excess part of the stem. Now we're just going to take that brown hackle and we're going to wrap it around the hook here. Got to be careful not to do too much. Usually it only takes 5 or 6 turns. There we go. Once you've got it wrapped on there, you can capture it. I'm just wrapping it forward here to kind of keep that body nice and smooth. Sometimes you have some stray fibers here that you want to get rid of. There we go. Then I kind of clean up the hackle here. If I trapped some hackles, I trim them out of there. There we go. Now we're ready to tie in our Peacock Herl. I'm going to take a single piece of Peacock Herl. We're just going to tie this in right here at the back. We're going to take it all the way up to the hackle. We're going to take our thread forward. I'm going to take that piece of peacock. I'm trying to get it so that the long portion stands up. It's not cooperating with me because that hackle's pushing it. So we'll just try retying it in. There we go. Now as I wrap this peacock forward, I'm going to leave some room at the head. That way I have a little room for my cream hackle. I simply strip some of the fibers away from the hackle here so I can expose the stem. It gives me something to tie it in with. Now I'm just going to take that hackle and wrap it towards the eye of the hook. Oops. Sometimes it's easier to use some hackle pliers, especially on these small hackles. And just kind of clean up the head a little bit. Ready to whip finish. And that's all there is to a Renegade. Very easy fly to tie for a dry fly. Classic dry fly, it's been around for a long time, still catches fish. Most people would say it imitates a mating midge. That's all there is to the Renegade.